empathy plus, which is compassion. Because empathy is just a response, right, to how someone's feeling. It doesn't necessarily suggest action. Compassion is when you actually step up and do something about it. And that's one element of my leadership, which has kind of come to the front.
But the reality was we all thought it would be a phase, right? We were using terms like the new normal, the next normal, and all of a sudden it is just normal.
I'll tell you what, Vinay, I'm resisting using the phrase new normal because, first of all, nothing that we've gone through in the past year was normal by any way. I mean, it's been completely abnormal, unusual, and I think we're moving not into a new normal, but we're moving into a new world.
From a leadership perspective, what is the expectation people have? I know compassion you've talked about. Right?
I think, well, first of all, the pressure to deliver on the expectations, which in a business environment is about the numbers, let's face it.
Right.
That pressure will never go away. That's always there. That's the nature of leading in a business. But what we've discovered, though, the leaders that have really thrived during a time of crisis, and there are two types of leaders: the ones who survive, just try to survive, and there are others who thrive. The ones who are thriving are the ones that took purpose and moved it to the very front of every discussion. And then that's followed by people. Outcomes then move to the end of the conversation. And for some people, this is like revolutionary. If you start with purpose and you start with people and you talk about enabling, what are we doing to remove barriers, tools, etc., the outcomes will follow. And that's been a big discovery for, let's say, a lot of leaders.
Before conversations would be, okay, so QBRs, right, quarterly business. Yeah. So what's the numbers look like? How are we doing this quarter? And then at the end, if there was time, so how's everybody doing? How's the team? What's our talent like? Probably if you went back maybe May, June last year, a lot of people were doing lip service to it. But today it's a lot more authentic.
Being human. In other words, admitting that, hey, I don't have a crystal ball. I don't know how this thing is going to go. But one thing I do know, and with conviction, when the leader speaks, one thing I do know is that we're going to get through this, and we're going to get through this together. The world is moving. It's a borderless world now. We need to create diversity in the way we think, the way we approach challenges and problems.
So listeners, stay tuned. Watch the news. Paul's going to do something with Jugaad and Kaizen together. I don't know what that's going to mean, but it's going to be interesting.
I was so impressed and inspired by how many leaders I spoke to, CXOs, who wanted to only talk about their people. So a year from now, what I think is we're going to see is, and I hope, and I'm optimistic, we're going to see a world which is more compassionate, that appreciates that small stuff, because the small stuff is the important stuff.